That's your album of the week. I mean, we've already said it, but
Yeah, well, we when we talked about this the other day, and I said, it just made sense to have a Motorhead album as album of the week, and we discovered that Rock and Roll is both our favorite Motorhead album. Um, and like I said, it sounds to me like that's where it started for you.
yeah.
Um, it took, like I said, it. I remember the video for Eat the Rich. And like I said, I don't remember that Cradle to the Grave is on the was a B side to one of the singles off of Rock and Roll. Um, yeah, hell, it actually might have been the B side to Eat the Rich, the Eat the Rich single. And it's on like the deluxe versions, extended versions, etc.
Yeah.
Cradle to the Grave, but yeah, man, start the Filthy Phil back in the band. Like I said, because he wasn't the Orgasmatron, and what was the album before or after Orgasmatron? There were two albums that the dude who played in Saxon was in playing drums. Um,
Well, rock and roll was after Orgasmatron. That was the
right,
next.
and that's the album with Filthy Phil back in the band.
Yeah. Another
And there
perfect
was this,
day before that.
yeah, Another Perfect
Then
Day, and then
Iron
Orgasmatron,
Yeah, and Iron Fist was before that.
Orgasmatron, and Another Perfect Day were back to back.
Yeah.
They were back, and they had a dude that played in whose name's escaping me. Good drummer, but he had played in Saxon, and Rock and Roll was the album back with Filthy Phil. And at that point, had Phil Campbell on guitar, Wurzel on guitar, and to me, that is another classic lineup of Motorhead, having the twin guitar attack of Phil
Yeah.
Campbell and Wurzel. Yeah, and so on that album, um, rock and roll, man. I said Eat the Rich. I did remember liking that video, and that video
Yeah.
was like a song for an out or for like
From a movie.
a movie. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was a TV show, like a British movie then.
Yeah, I think it was, and I
Okay.
think Lemmy was in it or cameo or
Yeah,
something. I knew he was in it
yeah,
to some extent.
yeah. Then I said Stone Deaf in the USA is on that album.
The song "Rock and
Um,
Roll's" good.
the song Rock and Roll, The Wolf, come the
Hmm.
fuck on, man.
Yeah.
Uh, Traitor, Boogeyman. Yeah, man, his albums is good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, this is when I first got into him. The Eat the Rich, the video is cool. So that, that's like we talked about a video a few weeks ago. It was a song I liked because the video was fun to watch. And
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
remember I got a gift card to a local record store called Buzzard's Nest at that time.
hmm
And I went in there and
we love Buzzard's Nest, man.
yeah,
We've talked
Buzzard's Nest
about
was
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
But that was I bought that on cassette. So that was the first Motorhead cassette that I ever bought.
Okay.
And so that's, probably my favorite. That's the one I listened to the most because, I had it as a kid. And
Yep.
and I went back after that. But yeah, that man, I just Eat the Rich was so good, man. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good song.
yeah,
I said The Wolf, man. Fuck. I said Stone Deaf in the USA, Boogeyman, Cradle to the Grave. Those are all the ones for me off that album, man.
um, there was a movie called Eat the Rich.
Was that the movie?
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
it was a black comedy released in
Yeah.
'87,
It
and
was like a
yeah,
British kind
yeah,
of
it had
comedy, right?
all the people from the Young Ones was in it.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so they did the soundtrack to it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I knew it was from a movie. I didn't realize the movie was called Eat the Rich, but yeah, like but that's what it was.
Okay. And didn't one of the guys from Monty Python do the narrative prior to the song The Wolf? The whole
Yeah,
oh
yeah, I
no.
never talk about yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this movie had Paul McCartney in it. It said all the dudes from the Young Ones. Bill Wyman was in it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Robbie Coltrane. Like there's Yeah, it had like I've never seen the movie, but I might
I
have to
don't
go
think I
watch it
have.
now just just because we're talking about it.
Yeah, and mostly is it most of the video like clips and scenes from the
Yeah, yeah,
movie?
yeah.
Yeah,
For some reason, I
yeah,
remember like at a party or something.
yeah, and like
Yeah, like
crashing
or
on a wall
yeah,
with a
like it
motorcycle.
like some yeah, like some gathering. Yeah, and they crash it or something. Yes, it's something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like yeah.
And good art, well, good album cover.
Hmm. Yeah.
I think that was like someone did a painting of the war pig thing, and yeah.
Hmm.
Um, and actually, I told you the Integrity did that cover of Cradle to the Grave. They did it. I think they did a variation of the same rock and roll album cover, but in a painting way. But like I said, a variation to it. That was the cover for that, the single they did of that cover, Cradle to the Grave cover.
Yeah. Yeah. The spoken word on the blessing was Michael Palin from Monty Python.
Monty Python. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you were right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on. And anything else on that?
No, man. Just if somebody's gonna get started with Motorhead, uh, that would be a good one to
Yeah.
start with.
That's how we did
Um,
it. So
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you'll catch up to like Ace of Spades, obviously having a lot of great songs on it too, and that classic trio version. But to me, that rock and roll's the classic with the Wurzel and
mhm.
Phil Campbell era for me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anything else?
Well, man, we got to get some people
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna
subscribe,
say like comment below
comment.
on how to well what we could do to make the show better, make it more entertaining. Like give some
Yeah, make it
ideas.
make it
Like
more interesting for people, that would
yeah,
want to continue to watch it. I mean, what's something different that would make the difference that you would want to watch something else again? Because we're always looking for ideas. You know,
yeah.
we,
This show isn't about like making money or anything. We just like talking rock and roll, and we just figured we do it for YouTube. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
so like we're open to
we've been,
suggestions on anything to like
me and you will sit and have conversations like this for the past 20 years.
yeah, no shit.
You
Like, yeah,
know,
we'll talk about all this shit at lunch and then talk about it again, an
yeah,
hour later. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it, man.
So yeah, man. Tell a friend something. If you think there might be somebody, if it's not your thing, that's cool. I respect that. But if you're like, hey man, you like Motorhead, right? These guys just did a top 5 Motorhead songs thing
Hmm.
or whatever, Yeah, yeah. I mean, Amy Jo always looking out for us. She loves to comment. She loves to interact. I know she'd probably, be, love to come on and do something with us again, which would probably happen in the future. But
Yeah, for sure. She come on anytime she
yeah, man.
wants.
Yeah. So yeah, other people, man, like, comment, subscribe. People usually say all that shit at the beginning, you know. Um, but I think we're cool with it too. If and it's about quality, not quantity necessarily. But I think we both feel like we got some content that some people would be into if they just discover it.
Hmm.
They come across it, because there's got to be more people like you and I that love to just fucking nerd out and talk about this shit with their buddies.
Like, but we have a small but loyal following, though. We get,
And that's all good. I'd
yeah, I
rather
know.
have that
That's what I'm
than a
saying.
bunch of motherfuckers that like will watch 2 minutes of it and be like, "Well, who the fuck are these guys?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So yeah, all the people that can, that may want, let us know who you are, at least.
Even if we suck, tell us. Tell us why we suck. So we
Yeah,
can we can
What
change
can
it.
we do to improve? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Whatever it may be, like it doesn't necessarily have to be the content. Fuck, if you be like, hey, you guys need better microphones,
Yeah.
or a better background, something, just want some interaction with people. Would like to see some interaction with anyone that watches these, especially watches them this far,
Right.
Yeah.
All right, anything else? Is that it?
So I think that this one was a short but sweet. That's how
Yep.
Motorhead did it, man. Short but sweet,
Fuck yeah. Punk rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. 5 and
Yeah.
out.
5 and out.